Sruthi. Welcome to the channel Kahani's Golden Bytes. Thank you for taking out time to be on the channel.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sruthi, for the benefit of our viewers, may I please request you to give a little background about yourself, Sruthi?
Okay. I'm CA Sruthi. I'm a mother of 4-year-old child. Around 10 years ago, I started my CA journey, and due to some family responsibilities, I had to take a break in between. And in last year, in November 2020, I wrote my exams again, and I could clear it with all India rank 9.
Wow. So this is a lot that you have said. So let me just take it one step at a time. Okay. So Shruti, you did your BCom and, you started to study for your chartered accountancy, right?
Yeah.
And now that exam, as we all know here in India, is one of the most toughest exams in the country, depending upon how you look at it. The pass percentage is anywhere between 0.5% to 2%. It varies depending how you look at it. And you cleared it. But before I come to clearing it, you passed the CA exam in 2020. So that was after a gap. Now, you mentioned, family came in, you took the family way, you became a mother. And even then you carried on. So, so let me ask you one thing. What was the driver for you to carry on with this tough exam in the country where so few pass, that you wanted to carry on even after so many years? What was the driver behind that, Shruti?
Sir, for me, CA was like a dream. And the main driver was, of course, the financial independence. I have to be financially independent in my life. So with my qualification, that is, I had already completed my intermediate level and the training period. And only the final level was pending. And with that qualification, I could have got a job, but my dream was to become a professional, and I was not ready to compromise it at any cost. So I always need the best thing. So I decided to pursue my dream even after marriage and after kid.
Wow. So you pursued it, and I keep, I've repeated and I may keep on repeating it. You pursued this even after marriage and after becoming a mother.
Yeah.
So tell me, it is not easy for anybody who's even single to kind of clear this and find out time, because it's demanding on your time. So Shruti, how did you manage time and family and the rigorous studies that this, that this course demands of anybody? How did you manage your time and studies both together?
Okay, sir. Actually, I was preparing for around 10 months before the exams. And due to this pandemic and all, one attempt was postponed and later it was cancelled. So I got enough time for preparation, more time for preparation. I got around 10 months for preparation. And the first thing I had done was to make a complete plan for studies. Planning is very much important. And I think, it's comprised of 2 groups, and we have an option to write a single group. And but to secure a rank, you have to appear for both the groups. Actually, I was not aiming for rank, but I thought I can do this. I can do both the groups, because I don't what to say. I don't wanted to take my responsibilities as an excuse for anything. So I wanted to do it as all other students. I was that much determined. So I attempted to both the groups.
That's amazing. And you got support from your family along the way?
Yeah, of course. But in the initial stage, it was a little difficult for me to convince them that I was planning to resume studies. Wow. So their support was not there, because they know that it's not easy. Yes. So they didn't want me to say to fail again. So they asked me again, are you sure? Are you confident enough like that? But I was confident enough to prepare for the exams.
That's
And
amazing.
it was little difficult to be into the track, but once I was in the track, it was pretty easy for me to continue the studies.
Now, Sruthi, you not only carried on these studies, you also come up with the magic of getting a rank. You got an all India rank too, right?
Yeah, all in the rank 9.
9.
Yeah.
It's difficult, as I keep repeating, it's difficult to pass this exam, okay? And you get a rank, an all India rank of 9. So, what is the feeling when you got this rank, Sruthi? You were covered by the press all across the country, and
Yes.
that's how I came to know about you, Sruthi. And I said, it'd be lovely to have you on this channel because, you're such a great role model to so many people that you can be. I wanted your story to go out to so many other people, who may not otherwise have had the opportunity to read about you. You married with child, family, studies, and you come up with a rank. Amazing, Shruti. And you were working also, in the middle of, during
No,
all
no,
this,
no. I was not working.
during this time, during this.
Yeah, this time I was not working.
Okay.
Actually, the rank was just an icing on the cake. I had never expected the rank, but passing was my ultimate aim. And I knew that there is no shortcut to success. So I didn't wanted to lose a single mark. So I studied like that because I had many attempts before the for the final exams. So I knew the exam pattern, how they are asking questions like that. So we can't even leave a single topic like that. The syllabus is very vast, and we cannot miss a single part of the syllabus if you want to pass the exam. So I worked so hard that it was like I can't lose a single mark. So yeah, I worked like that.
You
I
know,
I had to change my exam strategies because I knew how I was failing I was failing for exams because I had been doing many mistakes in my exams during the preparation time also, and while attempting the exams also I was making many mistakes. That's why I was failing. So uh, first of all, I strategized my plans, and yeah, some YouTube videos really helped me to make a plan.
so,
So
so this is excellent, Shruti. So, after your graduation, after you pass your CA inter, this big gap, the
yeah.
gap, in your final clearing, a lot of people who come for this exam, who sit for this, attempt to pass this, everybody's dream is only to pass it. It's nothing more than that. Passing itself is an achievement by itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
But people give up after 3 attempts, 5 attempts. They've just passed, missed by little. Sometimes after working and studying for months, years, have still not cleared. They give up. So many have given up. I'm sure you know so many.
Yeah.
You still carried on. You still carried on, Shruti. And what would be your advice, to those who are trying to attempt for studies after a gap, so to speak? You've also gone to motherhood. You're with a family. You're not somewhere else. You're living with your family. You're living with your child. Those who still aspire for further studies, want to carry, not necessarily CA, it could be any subject. What would be your little advice based on your experience? What would you like to tell, those category? It could be men, it could be women, it could be anybody. But in your case, as a mother too, even more substantially more challenges than anybody else. So what would be your little, your advice to that group, that segment, that category of people who want to study but have doubt? Will they study? Can they study? Do they have time? Not have time?
Sir, even I had a doubt that whether my age is a restricting factor for studies, or my past failure experiences might have some impact on my studies and all. But I could, once we are a CA, we are a CA. Nobody asks us whether it is your first attempt or not, and what is the gap between your studies and all. Once we are a professional, we will definitely get the recognition, social recognition and all. And most of all, I told you that we will be financially independent, and financial freedom is the most important thing right now. So both men and women should be financially independent nowadays. So my aim was just that. I think when we become a mother, her responsibility is not limited to the process of taking care of your child, but she should contribute to the family budget also, and the child should witness the equality, the gender equality from within the family itself. So uh, I thought like that, and I thought education is the most important thing we can give to someone and we can possess. So
would you encourage, even once you're married, the people want to pursue their studies, would you think that they should carry on? They can carry on if there's a will?
sure, sir. I think after we get married, there is no need to treat it as a full stop. Rather, treat it as an opportunity. That is, we are getting a partner and we are getting a companion to share our dreams and our plans. So, choose a right partner before marriage. In the current situation in India, I think it allows the both boys and girls to speak up even before marriage about their future plans and all. So we can plan our future and we can communicate properly with the boy as well as his family. So I don't think anyone is too narrow-minded to put a full stop to a girl's dream if it is genuine. So if her dreams are true and if it is genuine, nothing can stop her. And be it boy or girl, marriage is not a full stop to anything. Yeah.
Lovely to
And
hear that.
after motherhood, actually we are getting more extraordinary powers. After you become mothers, you just have to realize that you are extraordinary after you become mother. And I made the best use out of it.
Lovely. So that's, I'm sure your son, your family, your in-laws, everybody would be just thrilled by the way you've handled all of these challenges. Extreme circumstances, not ordinary, and you come out with extraordinary results. I'm sure your son, as he grows up, will realize that what an outstanding feat you have already achieved. Once more. So, Shruti, if I may just ask you, what is the importance of the family support? What kind of a role does the family support play in such a situation like yours, Shruti?
I still believe I could do all these only because of the support of my family. And though in the early stage, it was little difficult for me to convince them that I was resuming my studies. Later, the full support was there with me, both mentally and physically. And it would be impossible for me to appear for the exams if the entire responsibility of my kid is with me. And my family really helped me to share my duties. And I was staying with my family, husband's family, and they are very much supportive. And his mother was taking care of my child during that time. Wow. And it was a great relaxation for me, and I was very happy that I could do all this because of her. And
that's amazing. That's amazing, Shruti. To have got support from your in-laws and letting you, follow your passion, and they were willing to step in and support you, in so many ways.
Yes.
Lovely. Yes. So, Shruti, I won't take more of your time. I want to, thank you for your time, for sharing a little bit of your views and, how you handled this, studies of yours, your life, how you've gone about everything. And the gap is really not a gap. It was just a breather, and you've come out with flying colors. And thank you for taking your time, Sruthi, and sharing a
Thank
little bit
you,
about
sir.
yourself.
Thank you so much. It's a great honor to be here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sruthi.